Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another edition of TNA Impact, where I'm your host, the former WWE Champion of the World, D-Black. And we have a good show for you, ladies and gentlemen, because there's no background storytelling in this one, just straight up wrestling.
Introducing first, from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, William Regal.
But this is one man that I have a lot of respect for.
Introducing his opponent, from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 215 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
We even had any type of conversation or interaction with each other, but he stepped up to become part of Team Renegade. And if Team Renegade wins that Survivor Series, then I will be reinstated the following night on Monday Night Raw. Because I've been itching to get back in action for quite some time now, and I have a certain someone that I want to call out once I get back. AJ Styles in one-on-one competition. Since TNA became part of the WWE, has been undefeated. Nobody has beat him in one-on-one competition. William Regal has, though, been part of a team that has managed to beat AJ Styles as we get started with the contest here tonight. There's some back and forth between the two, and a very short European uppercut from William Regal, and a couple of elbows from AJ Styles. AJ is a former TNA heavyweight champion of the world, but Vince McMahon pretty much vetoed all TNA championships once they merged with the WWE. AJ has become a tag team champion, but just unique moves like that. And like that is why I think that AJ will someday end up becoming WWE champion. I don't know when, but it will happen. It's a multitude of kicks, and then one that could have very well damaged William Regal took him out. William Regal pretty much collapsed after the Survival Games challenge 2 weeks ago, and this is the first time we've seen him since. He's going on record as calling me something like a brute and some other stupid terms that I couldn't understand. And he says that he hopes Team Vicky destroys my team 3-0 at Survivor Series, because he does not want to see me back in this ring. AJ Styles and William Regal really going back and forth with it, but AJ Styles once again with those kicks. But William Regal once again with a reversal and a single leg crab. And this reversed by AJ Styles. And then a domino stretch from William Regal, and it's reversed by AJ Styles into a hip toss. It looked like William Regal was trying to back out of the ring, but then a tilt-a-whirl head scissors from AJ Styles. AJ is whipped out of the ring by William Regal, and a kick to the gut sends AJ down to the floor. And Regal William Regal is signaling that he has more brains than AJ Styles. I could highly argue that, but I think AJ has more guts, but William Regal definitely has more power with so many diverse suplexes in his arsenal, as that double underhook suplex that he used so well during the Survivor Games Challenge, and already with the Styles Clash from AJ Styles. 1, 2, somehow William Regal kicks out. It's still too early in the match for AJ to be pulling out all the stops. But William Regal was severely hurt during the Survivor Games Challenge 2 weeks ago. And because of a high quality match like that, that was the main reason why Impact was canceled last week. But for real, I think it's because Vince McMahon was thinking that Impact was getting too much steam from having the #1 contenders match on the show. I think he thinks it's a mistake. The only mistake that I see is him not trying to diversify his portfolio of shows so that more people will tune into each, because there's a lot of exciting matchups going on in Impact. And you know what the main thing that's so good about Impact is that I'm doing commentary, and I'm here to tell you that even after I struck a deal with Jeff Jarrett, and even after even after Survivor Series is over, no matter what happens in the match between Team Renegade and Team Vicky, I will still be calling commentary for TNA Impact. That could be good news or bad news depending on how you take it, but it's a good news to all my fans who like to hear my voice. I don't know who the hell likes to hear my voice, but oh well, you can hear it. It's good. And the knife edge chop from William Regal sending AJ to the ground. AJ is really feeling the full brunt of William Regal's attack in this match. And another, it's like a modified Hurricane Rana from AJ Styles. Now he goes out to the apron. He tries a crazy springboard elbow, but William Regal gets up before that starts. Now William Regal once again with that double underhook vertical suplex. And a rolling senton with AJ Styles on his shoulder. And once again with that backflip onto William Regal and another tilt-a-whirl head scissors. I really don't think that William Regal has even recovered from last week, because you saw him holding his ribs after a simple move as that, even though he had the advantage through most of the match. 2, 3. AJ Styles, even after all that punishment, pulls off the win against William Regal as we go to the replay. The majority of the match really just consisted of AJ just battling back from various moves from William Regal. William Regal had a close call earlier on with that Styles Clash. But right there with the power of the punch from William Regal, I thought that would have been it from AJ Styles. And this very highly dangerous vertical reverse Northern Light suplex from William Regal. I thought that would have been it, but no, AJ managed to battle back. After a kick to the head, he got the 1, 2, 3 on William Regal.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ Styles is definitely proving that he is ready for Survivor Series. But Scott Hall is here tonight to send a message on behalf of the Clique. What that message might mean, I have no idea. You see a bunch of Wolfpack signs in the crowd. As Scott Hall makes his slow, methodic way into the ring. But I don't think he's very happy about his opponent here tonight. And here he is.
Introducing his opponent from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds, The Undertaker.
Undertaker has been a viable main event, high quality source in the WWE for decades. I faced this man at WrestleMania and I've lost. Then again, I'm also a man who managed to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. But that is one dangerous man in that ring. Undertaker is walking to the ring with a purpose. He said no more hiding in the shadows. He's back in full force now, and all that stand in front of him will rest in peace. You see the Undertaker staring directly at Scott Hall as if he's staring into his soul. And we get started with the match. And they waste no time right after the starting bell and the European uppercut from Scott Hall. Scott Hall with the reversal on the Undertaker, gained an early advantage, but Undertaker right back. And both of these men are just battling for position. Undertaker with an elbow right to the knee of Scott Hall. Undertaker with a hard knee and then a kick to the stomach. We're about 20 seconds into this match and Scott Hall has not mounted a single bit of offense in this match. Undertaker has just been dominant. Still too early to tell what's going to happen. But there's some big offense from Scott Hall with a gut-wrench suplex. Scott Hall takes a big kick to the back of his knee. Undertaker with the scoop slam. That gut-wrench suplex earlier on in the match has been Scott Hall's only form of offense and now a face buster. Scott Hall with a hard backbreaker to the Undertaker, and now he lifts him up. Scott Hall's trying to keep on with the offense, but it's so hard for either man to keep one down for long. And what a flurry of strikes from the Undertaker. And Undertaker with a backbreaker to Scott Hall. Scott Hall's barely been able to do anything in this match so far. But then again, every single time I said that, so in a sidewalk slam from the Undertaker. But what's CM Punk doing out here? CM Punk's just over here pacing around the ring. And I thought he was trying to come over here about something. I think CM Punk honestly might be trying to do a cocky victory lap or just distract the Undertaker just because he's still upset that he lost to the Undertaker while he was trying to prove that nobody would be able to beat him. While he was on his quest to prove once and for all that he is the best in the world. CM Punk is out here, and this Sunday on pay-per-view, he will face the Ultimate Warrior for the WWE Championship. And neither one of those two men have had any type of confrontation with each other leading up to the pay-per-view, which does pose a few questions. I think there might be some type of unsung respect between the two, but who knows? I never know what's going through the mind of CM Punk, even when we were tag team champions. Back then I thought we were on the same page, but I guess I was wrong. Scott Hall hits the Undertaker in the back of the head. He has him up, and then the armbar. Arm breaker from the Undertaker, and now a DDT. Scott Hall seems to be out of it right now. Now the referee goes for the count. The 1, 2. Scott Hall kicks out at a count of 2. Undertaker has him back up. Scott Hall is trying to get back on the offense, and a flat jack from Scott Hall. Scott Hall is trying to stay on Undertaker. Now the offense piles up from from Scott Hall. Scott Hall goes after the Undertaker on the outside. It looked like he was trying to hit the Undertaker with an outsider's edge outside the ring. A tombstone power driver from the Undertaker to Scott Hall on the outside. And I think Scott Hall might be dazed and confused. And one outside the ring wasn't enough. Now Scott Hall gets one inside the ring, and that might be it right there. 1, 2, 3. Scott Hall did mount some type of offense against the Undertaker, but a little just isn't enough when it comes to facing the Undertaker. You have to give him all you got. The second tombstone of the match. It's all it took to take Scott Hall out, especially since seconds earlier got caught with a tombstone outside the ring.
Here is your winner, The Undertaker.
And the Undertaker is sending the message to all those out there who doubt his abilities.
Introducing first, from Carson, California, Karma.
I think tonight Karma is walking to the ring with a purpose. She's very upset because she learned, albeit by Mr. McMahon, that as a result of Carissa's pinfall victory against her on Raw, she will be defending her Divas Championship against Carissa at Survivor Series. I think this time around, Carissa won't be hit by any type of surprise attack from Karma. And Karma's championship reign might be in jeopardy. But now she says she wants an opponent of any Divas champion here tonight on Impact. And Trish Stratus is the one who answers that call. And a hard clothesline from Karma to Trish Stratus. I think Karma was really out here for a match. I think she was just out here to send a message. Trish Stratus is without a doubt one of the greatest WWE divas of all time. But in this stage of the game, I don't think Trish has a chance to beat Karma. And the STO from Karma, and Karma just stays on the attack on Trish Stratus. And a corkscrew vertical suplex from Karma, showing all types of diverse moves in her portfolio. An Irish whip from Trish Stratus. And Trish tries to go for a clothesline on Karma, but Karma reverses and hits Trish with a Uranagi. Now this time it's Trish going into the corner. And Trish finds her shoulder being rammed into the post. And a face buster from Trish Stratus sends Karma to the canvas. And a military press from Karma. And that's what Trish is probably going to have to do with that kick to the back of the knee of Karma. But she just ain't capitalize on it, and this time it's a Uranagi from Trish to reverse a clothesline from Karma. And Trish goes and wrenches Karma's arm and then hits it. And then an elbow to the back of the head of Trish Stratus. Karma just twists the ankle of Trish Stratus, not even attempting to go for an ankle lock. Trish once again has Karma in the corner, and then this time she successfully hits the clothesline. And then the kick to the back of Karma by Trish Stratus. And then just a right jab. And then another elbow to the back of the head of Trish from Karma. And those hard elbows from Karma. And the elbow to the back of the head this time from Trish Stratus to Karma. And the arm wrench. This has been quite a competitive match. And reversal into an Irish whip into the corner from Karma. And Trish just gets out of it and hits Karma with the chick kick. I really think that Trish should have went for the cover right there, but an elbow to the top of the forehead. Trish Stratus by Karma. Trish Stratus has been a lot more game here tonight than a lot of the other divas have. And I think that was the smartest move that Trish could have did. Just dive into the ref. While Karma was trying to run after her. And a rare senior strength from Trish Stratus with a vertical suplex to Karma. Karma with the reversal. And Karma whips Trish into the corner. And a shoulder tackle into the corner by Karma. And a kick to the gut and then a right jab. A kick to the butt. I'm sorry, a kick to the gut from Trish Stratus. And then a forearm to the back of Karma. And now Trish just hammers on the chest of Karma. And a right to the eyes from Karma. Someone that's physically gifted as Karma should not have to resort to those type of tactics. A headbutt into the chest followed by over the head belly-to-belly suplex. She just twists her boot on the face of Trish. And it looked like Karma was going for a vertical suplex of her own, but Trish counters with a knee. And another right jab from Karma to Trish. That was a hard haymaker from Karma. What a clothesline from Karma. Karma just lifts Trish up by her head. And a spinning back fist from Karma followed by an elbow to the back. Karma is just too dangerous of a woman for most of the divas. And Trish is taken out by the Karma bomb. Karma just really does not care at all who she hurts. All she cares about is keeping her Divas Championship and inflicting pain on the other Divas. She's like the resident bully of the Divas. I should start calling her Devo. Except the only difference is when Devo was in the WWE, he never won a single match. Karma's won this match here tonight. And I think it's about time that we take a commercial break before our main event. You can see what's going to happen next. Hey ladies and gentlemen, we are back on TNA Impact. Once again, your one and only announcer D-Black. And we already kicked it off with the main event here tonight as John Cena and Samoa Joe take on the team of Mr. Anderson and Taz. Mr. Anderson and Taz have been holding their own, but who knows how long it's going to last. A kick to the back of the knee from Taz to Samoa Joe. And the Samoan suplex, the human suplex machine, showing exactly why he has that name. And Samoa Joe with a suplex of his own. I honestly have no idea who they chanting for. But as long as they cheering for somebody, it really doesn't matter to me. Mr. Kennedy is just very animated out there on the apron. Or should I say Anderson? I have no idea what to call him. Let's just call him Kennedy. Running DDT from Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe drops down to one knee and then hits Taz, not with a European uppercut, but with a regular old-fashioned, you going to jail now uppercut. And Taz just early on takes the legs from under Joe, and Joe catches Taz before he can make the tag. And now Kennedy breaks it up. And Kennedy hits Joe with an elbow and just scoots out of the ring. I guess that's why they call Mr. Kennedy, I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson, TNA's resident asshole. And a great double team from Taz and Kennedy. What a fake out kick from Anderson. Well, now I can understand. They're saying, let's go Youngblood. I have no idea who Youngblood's supposed to be. Okay. And Samoa Joe, I don't want to say anything good about Samoa Joe, but he is a great competitor. There's two reasons why I don't want to say anything good about him, but he's just too good in that ring to even be denied. And two reasons why I don't want to say anything good about him is one, he took out my cousin, and two, he's part of the team that's trying to prevent me from actually being able to compete again. And a shin breaker from Kennedy, and John Cena just sends Kennedy for a loop. A punch in the back of the head, but Anderson regains his composure. Two elbows from Samoa Joe to Anderson. And a clothesline from Taz. Taz with a whip and a reversal into a Uranagi by Joe, but Joe tries to continue on with the attack, but he's held down by Anderson in the corner. And then the knee to the gut from Taz, and then Taz is continuing with the assault, and he just busts open Joe by slamming his head into the mat. Now Taz is trying to go for the pinfall, but Joe gets the rope break and a swinging DDT from Samoa Joe. Now Joe's reeling over there holding his head, and you can see the blood just dripping down on the mat. Joe goes for, but it's too late. Kennedy tries to break it up, but Samoa Joe makes Taz tap out. As we look at the replay, see the double team from Samoa Joe and John Cena. That's where Taz busted open Samoa Joe, but that seemed to only make Samoa Joe angry. As moments later, he made Taz tap out with the Kachina punch.
Here are your winners, John Cena and the Samoa Submission Machine, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, regretfully I would have to say, is definitely ready for that match at Survivor Series, which I definitely hope he loses, because I want to go back to doing what I do best, which is kicking ass.